Ed Welburn, GM Vice President of Global Design.
So Ed, what is that behind you?
It's the Bumblebee Autobot. It's fantastic, isn't it? The whole scale. And it's fun after seeing the movie now to see the Autobot here and to look at it, look at details, areas of the shape, the body shapes from Camaro that are integrated into this Autobot.
What's the one car that you worked on that stretched you the most creatively?
Oh, that's a great question. I have never been asked that question. I've been asked, what was your favorite project? Which one would you like to have back and redo? I think, it's been different periods in my career. Working on Cutlass Supreme, a very successful car for Oldsmobile. And the car had been so successful, but the market was changing so much. How do you still do a Cutlass Supreme that was relevant to the market? And that was very, very different. Following that with the Oldsmobile Intrigue, really trying to capture a different market. Oldsmobile had its challenges there. We really worked hard on the development of the Intrigue, and I firmly believe that we developed a vehicle that really was the right vehicle for so many families in America, and after a lot of hard work, a lot of research, those were real challenges.
Both of those were Oldsmobiles.
Those were both Oldsmobiles, and the challenge was the market was changing, and the brand wasn't changing at the same cadence, the same pace as the market. And to develop, do you design the car for the market or design it for where the brand is? That was extremely difficult. If we would have stayed where the brand was, the brand had been so successful. And success made it very difficult for them to change. The Cutlass Supreme had been so successful, at one time selling 600,000 units a year. And he wants to change from something as that successful. But the world was changing around it, and it needed to change. And that was a very difficult challenge. It was getting everyone on the same page, and frankly, we did not all get on the same page, and that was a problem.
Was that part of the demise of Oldsmobile?
I think the problems of Oldsmobile go back quite a few years. It was arguably the most respected brand in the industry, and that respect was because of the quality of the vehicles, the designs of them. So many factors went into great dealer body, and great engineering, great engine, the Rocket V8. And then they started putting Chevy engines in and didn't tell their customers. And that is when it began. And those customers, they lost that respect, that trust. They introduced the diesel engine. They had a lot of issues. And that brand that had been so trusted, and they knew that they would get the absolute best in engineering when they bought that brand, didn't quite have that. And there are other quality issues as well. And that's really where it began. And then the challenge that they had, the difficulty they had in changing as the market changed.
It's a lesson for today, isn't it?
It's a great lesson. Yeah.
Ed Welburn, thank you very much.
You're welcome.